How should we look at our stagnancy? So every time we create any obsession, fixation, compulsion, that are all created from the mind, because mind likes to control, the ego mind, right? And separate. And so when that is governed or dictating your direction, then it creates stagnancy, meaning resistance. So we are not accepting changes or what's happening right now. We are trying to control what's happening instead. So something that we want to understand is that stagnancy comes and goes. So it's not permanent, it's temporary, and there are flows, and there are, sometimes it's necessary. And the way we can look at it is that we can see it as redirection or time for reflection, because now we have done things in a certain way, we need to reflect, and then what? We learn and we transform. So stagnancy, in a way, it's a necessary process or part of the growth process in order for us to reflect and accept transformation, meaning accept changes that are happening with me and in my life. And when we don't separate pain as negative and pleasure as positive, these are all just duality fixated ideas, and there are no such things. And so when that happens, we start to expand our perspectives and we start to grow. And everything that we are doing is to expand our perspective. So the more we expand our perspective, we see more possibilities, meaning we tap into more of our inner potential, and then we see the world as full of possibilities rather than limitations. And that's where we are heading towards. Everyone is trying to head towards that direction, looking for that inner freedom. And so stagnancy is just a process. You want to look at it as redirection, time for review, reflection. What am I learning here? What do I need to accept rather than trying to control or resist or manage? Being strategic about, we need to open our heart and really embrace all the changes. So the way we want to understand is that as your light grows, your shadow gets bigger as well. So we need to reflect more. And so the time for reflection is to integrate the duality consciousness, meaning, your ideas of separation that is constantly comparing what is good, what is bad with you and with outside world, and what is better and what is worse, that are constantly creating limitations in your reality, in your life. And so when you embrace the shadow, meaning accept what is happening right now, only with that love we can transform and move forward. So the hatred, meaning resistance, I don't like where I am, or I'm afraid, so I'm trying to manage and control and be strategic about everything. When the hatred or the fear is the dominant motivating factor, then we are still in the same place. But we must go into that love of accepting and embracing, and we can do that through reflecting and then realizing what I have learned through the reflection of my shadow that I have created. So you see, the stagnancy, the pain is necessary and part of the growth and healing journey. We need to look at that. We need to reflect, see our reflection, and then we can embrace the light. And the more light we hold, the shadow will get bigger. We embrace the darkness, and then we embrace the light, and we integrate these two, because in essence, they are all part of you. They are the same. But when we are in resistance, we separate and we hate the dark and we seek the light only.